All right. Hello, everybody on the chat. Hello, Maree. Hello, Jazzy. Thank you for being here, everybody.
Yay. Hi, Elisa. Hello, everyone. Big hugs from Jasper. So, how are you doing, Elisa?
So far so good. I am not feeling the energies that some people are feeling right now. How about you?
Yeah, no, I've been feeling stuff. It's been really fascinating. I was telling Elisa guys before we started, just on Sunday even, I've been feeling this anxiety, and I don't usually get this. So I was tuning into it, and I mean, I owned it all, but then I realized I think this is also global consciousness. There's something going on because there's also a sense of grief that's coming through and just unknown. And so I've been doing some work with it. And so I don't know how you guys have been feeling, but I just feel that there's so much within our consciousness that is releasing. So that can come through as this anxiety and this grief. And yeah, I guess, so yeah, so just for me, it's just about I don't just do it for me. I do it for lineage and I do it for all of the consciousness, and that's all connected within our planet. So I
Yeah.
don't know. How's everyone been feeling?
Yeah, definitely let us know what if you have been feeling anything that feels sad or anxious or just, you know, uh, things like that are not necessarily something that you wake up with usually.
No, no.
So
So it's been interesting because I mean I've been waking up fine the last few days. It sort of settled on the Monday after I did some healing and did some work with it. But yeah, so just fascinating what's going
yes,
on, and it's just part of being here, isn't it? And I mean we're here for a reason. Each and every person that is sort of on a beautiful group, sort of family group like this, we are all here for a reason, and our souls put our silly little hands up and went, yeah, pick me, I'll go. So this is part of it, and I don't feel this has ever really happened before to this level on the
yeah,
earth plane. It's something that it's new, so it is a new experience for us as souls. We might have done it on other planes and other realms and other places, but I feel on earth this is actually inaugural. This is like a new way of expressing through this consciousness and this growth and this awakening. That's just
wow,
my feeling.
yeah, 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 yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah.
What do you think about asking Jazzy?
Our friend, let's ask our buddy Jasper,
Yeah.
yeah, what's going on, and can he give us any, yeah, give me a little bit of a magnifying glass as to what's actually happening. Okay, he started singing this song. Is it Moon River? Is there a song called Moon River? Moon River. Mm. Um, so what I'm getting from this is this is a reflective time for everyone. This is actually it's almost like a psyche intuitive clearing. I'm going to have to get those words up after this show because when a song comes through, it usually has a meaning within it. So, so there's definitely a shift happening, is what I'm getting from Jasper, and it affects everyone differently, is what he's also showing me and telling me, and he's going, yeah, going to the core where your feeling vortex is, which is just just above your belly button. It's like a diamond area. Go into there and just sit and bring your energy into that area. And then he's saying, showing me, push it out. Just push out the white light from that area. Oh gosh, I even feel more solid just doing that when he was showing me that to do. Wow, wow. And now I can actually feel it coming through my whole being. Wow, that's really powerful. So there you go. There's something from Jasper to help us through this stage um, that's going on in the in our consciousness, in our energetic field.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's really weird. So that's what came to me. So
Yeah.
yeah. So wow. So I'm going to use that more often now because I'll often cut cords and I'll white light and but that was something a little bit different. So there you
Yeah.
go. There's another little tip from our Jasper for
Yeah.
everyone if you're
Thank you,
feeling that.
Jazzy.
Yeah, thanks, Jazzy. He's going, you're welcome. Yeah,
Um,
so yeah,
there's
yeah.
something else I wanted to mention too. There is, I was meeting some friends, some new friends, This one person, he is a contactee who has been, taken into the ship, into his family. I'm going to say family because into the ship
Yeah.
several times, and so I was introduced to him, and we went to do a meditation at his place, which was by the water, and we took pictures. And in the picture, I disappear on the picture, and then and believe it or not, in one picture I'm completely not there, and then in the other picture there's an ET, like an ET, almost like a being of light in there, um, showing up. So I have a hard time showing things on here. And what I was going to tell people is the description for my Telegram channel is underneath the description. So I'm going to post the pictures in the Telegram channel so people can see what I'm talking about. But it was quite amazing. And Marie, did you see it? Did I send it to you? I did. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Honestly, and what I saw with it, it was fantastic because it went from being a normal picture to then this completely different picture, and then there was this light codes going through where you should have been. There was literally like light codes going through you, and I was going, "Whoa, that's so
Yeah.
cool!"
Yeah.
And because it's just phenomenal. I mean, I've had a video before where I was videoing friends. We're all sort of on this beautiful balcony near the water, and I was taking a video of everyone. And when I looked back at it, there was another being walking through and around us, like it was like a. And then we looked at it about 4 times, and then we were all going, "What is that?" And then the next time we looked at it, it was gone. So I know. So when I saw your photo, I went, "Oh, at least you've got it on a photo." But yeah, so that's it's really worth looking at, guys. So jump onto Elisa's Telegram group and have a
Yeah.
look. So,
Yeah, definitely.
mm,
Definitely. Let's see. So Christina was asking if you can
yeah,
do a
yes.
guided meditation with what Jasper was showing you.
Okay.
It always
Hi,
helps when
Christina.
you guide it, Marie.
Yeah. Would do you want me to do that now? I mean, it doesn't have to take long. It's can be
Yeah,
really,
it
yeah.
should be quick.
Yeah, it can be really quick. And now that I sort of feel it and know what it feels like, then it can also help you guys as well. So if you just want to just take a big breath in, close your eyes, get comfortable, unless you're cooking or driving. So um, and as you take your breath in and breathe out, just let yourself drop into your body. Come really back into your body, into your space. Another breath in. And this time, as you breathe out, just take your attention into that beautiful heart space. And now we're going to drop a little bit lower and just drop into that solar plexus around your belly button area. And take your intention deep into the core of that feeling vortex. And once you're there and once your focus is there, just trust what you get. Now, just with intention, just push out white light from that feeling vortex. Allow it to flow out as much as it needs to. Oh, and what you might feel happening is yourself revitalizing, bringing back through white light through your crown, through your feet, through your whole energy system. It's like a deep cleansing and a deep revitalizing at the same time. You may feel warmer. And then once you've done that, just allow all the energy to flow wherever it needs to go to bring about balance and strength. And then you can just bring yourself back to your breath. And just feel your toes. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes.
Very nice.
Yeah, that feels so good. And it's so simple and easy. So thanks, Christina, for asking for that. You're right. It's probably something we could do a little bit more with people. They're just so easy, and yet they can be so empowering.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Um, so today I had two different topics that I wanted to bring up. One of them is the one that you see here, because I feel like sometimes I feel like people are still getting pulled in by other people. And again, like as I said before, like we have to really go within and see what we feel. Although I
Mm.
do feel like there's something happening now, I do. Um, so I wanted to check to see
Mm.
if this is really true. And the other thing is the statin drugs that are for cholesterol, lowering cholesterol, specifically causing Alzheimer's to spike up.
Interesting that you say that, because I have looked at some clinical evidence of that, because I love looking into clinical evidence as well, which is, what they use. So, yeah, we can talk about that. Do you want to do that one second and do the other one first?
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
So, yep. So we'll do, because this one's pretty simple.
Okay.
It's not something that we need to look at too much.
Yeah.
But supposedly this has been implemented, and as of yesterday, and I did see a picture of somebody's mortgage at zero, that had been zeroed out.
Yeah.
So I figured it was worth checking
Yeah.
to see.
Absolutely. How do you want me to ask it?
Um, what is it? Is the news that we were given by Phil G true?
Okay.
Was Nesara implemented that day when he said it was implemented?
Okay.
That had been implemented.
This is so interesting. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay. There was a card that flipped, a flipper, when I was shuffling, and it's the Lovers. So I feel this has been going on, as we talked about anyway, behind the scenes. There's been stuff being set up, because that to me is a coordinated working together to bring about a balance and something new. All right. So that, yeah, to me, this has been going on for a while. That's what the Lovers card is telling you. That was the one that flipped out, and I went, oh, I'm going to hold that. The next one that came up is our Five of Swords. Now, this can be meaning that people are going to be conflicted with this, or people are going to have thoughts around this, about this change. And is it real? Is this really happening? And remember, it may not come out as those names that we know.
Right.
Yeah. It
Right.
could come out as something, and you go, what is that? Whereas it's actually an aspect of it. So it might not all come out together, because we've got that same message like the Lovers card, which is the Two of Cups. And this is different aspects working together in collaboration, in relationships. That's an emotional, to me, a two is an emotional balance. Again, it's been working for a while. And then we got the Tower card. So I feel that, and I was getting this as I was pulling them anyway, there has to be something that happens first before it comes out. It's that Tower moment. So there has to be a huge breakdown of something first. I mean, it's already being implemented quietly. I'm going to ask for a clarifying card as well.
Well, because the thing is this Tower moment could have already happened and we don't know it. Like, for example,
Yeah.
the president might already be in jail and we don't know it because the MSM's not going to tell us. So that's the thing. It's like there's no way of knowing if this Tower moment has happened.
I was actually asking as well, make it so it's public, so it's known, it's out there by whatever means they're going to do it with. So to me, it's probably all happened already. But like we got last week with the AI, how it's just holding everything up, one pull, it's all gone already anyway, but then it becomes this for the public. So I'll ask for something to clarify that as well. But I think there's a lot that's already happened behind this. Oh my gosh, yes. The Sun cards come out. So this is, yeah. So everything good will come through once this has become public. Okay. And, of course, there's going to be stories about our little ones, our little children with that Sun card. But I feel that the Tower moment happens to bring the news about the good stuff as well to come through. So it has to be public, is what I'm getting from those cards.
Okay.
Yep. But it's definitely it's in play. It's just not going to sound how we're used to it.
Okay, so then I want to know why. Does he have bad sources, or is he specifically doing this on purpose, knowing
Yeah.
that is not true?
Oh no, I feel that it is true. I feel that it is true, but it's still not public. So it might have been completely signed off and everything on that day but there was a lot of collaboration. So, but of course, this is what people are going to think. Well, we don't know. We haven't heard anything.
Oh, okay. So you're saying, okay, it is true, but we're not going to know it is true officially until the other stuff has happened.
That's it. That's what I was getting from the cards.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, so it's going to be really interesting to see how it's implemented. Is it going to be done slowly so it's not such a shock? So people, is that how it's going to happen? Yeah. We've got the Fool card, so it's something completely new. Yep, stepping into the unknown, and yet doing it with trust and faith. So, yeah, they've been working on this a long time. We've got our Eight of Pentacles. It's still being worked on. So I don't feel it's going to people are going to accept it because I think something else that's happened that's been traumatic. So, yeah. So, and Page of Wands, this tells me that there's people are going to have to learn a new way of doing things because that is an action card. And this is also around taking one step at a time. So it's going to be implemented, but it may be done a little bit differently to how we would want it to be done, which is bang, here it all is. Yeah.
Okay. So, well, like you say, I feel like it has started because, like that, the mortgage of that person was zeroed out. Also in Australia, they were showing that the student loans had been zeroed out as well.
Yeah, I have. Do you know I hadn't heard that? Isn't that fascinating? Thank you for my news.
Yeah. I heard that in Australia, the student loans were zeroed out.
Okay, that's interesting. I'll look into that actually as well. Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe we need to look at those news and see.
Yeah.
If that's true. The news about the student loans being forgiven in Australia.
Let me see if that's true for everyone. There has been forgiveness of the student loans. I feel because the Three of Wands has come up, I think it's something that's going to happen in the future. It's not happened yet, but it's definitely something that is being actioned. Yeah, it's not quite finished because our Ten of Wands always tells me it's nearly completed. So maybe they're just bringing it into public awareness. Maybe the little news articles or whatever they are bringing it into public awareness that this is something that could potentially happen. Yeah, the Emperor. And I was just thinking in that moment I pulled that card, I'd heard Mr. T talking about free education, lots more choices within universities and all that sort of stuff. So isn't it interesting that you're saying this? And I hadn't even heard that about Australia. And because I don't watch the news at all. So I feel that, yes, this is something that's going to happen, but I don't feel it's completely done just yet with those cards.
Yeah. And so Amanda said she had her credit card zeroed out in New Zealand.
Oh, Amanda, that's fantastic, honey. Oh my God. Yeah. And can you sort of write a little bit more about what happened? Did you just go into, I'd love that. Oh, believe me. Did you just go into your bank statement and went, what? I don't owe anything? Like, yeah, can you give us a little bit of detail? That'd be so cool.
Yeah,
So,
that's even Janine from Tarot by Janine
yeah.
said that one of her credit cards had been zeroed out as well.
Oh, man, that would just be the, imagine that. Imagine just waking up and just seeing zero. Like, wouldn't your heart just go,
I'm just waiting. I'm telling you, I'm just waiting for that day.
I know. I mean, I just think it's wonderful. So that's so. Oh, Amanda's popped something else up. Okay, so Amanda queried it and got no response.
Yeah.
Wow. And I made it.
And she made it known that she knew their banking system was gonna collapse. Yeah.
Go, girl. Amanda, can I ask
She
what bank
says she,
you're with?
yep, just went in with zero. They cleared the balance and even refunded us $104 for overpayment.
Amanda. Oh no, I'm so excited for you. That's just wonderful. Yay. I want to hear more good stories like this, guys. Find them, go find them or create them. That's
Yeah,
so
because I mean,
cool.
basically, these people were
ANZ.
taking out,
Mm.
like they're taking out credit cards, and um, the banks, right? They're giving us credit cards like there's all this money, and there's no money. They have no money. They're
It's
giving you a
gone.
card that doesn't even have. There is
Oh
no money.
wow. So Amanda said it's ANZ. So I know in Australia we've got an ANZ as well, Amanda. Is it linked to that or is that a pure New Zealand bank? That'd be really good to know as well. Amanda says I was freaking. Do you wonder what was going on? I think I'd just be in joy. I'd just be like, this is amazing. That's so cool. Oh, so
Yeah,
yeah. But you'd sort of
yeah,
wonder if I'd done something wrong. If, first of all, you'd question it, right? You'd just go, is this the right account? If, am I in the right place? Have I done something wrong? Has someone stolen my credit card?
yeah. She says, yeah, it's in the same one, Australia New Zealand Bank.
Oh, wow. Oh, well, that's really promising. So, that we have that's happening in New Zealand. So yeah, because I don't know anyone really in Australia that's happened to. No one in my I've got quite a big circle of friends, and no one in my circle of friends. So that's so lovely to hear that. Wowza, yeah.
Yeah. So, I
Oh,
mean, I think it's going to be like this, where it's
that's it.
quietly happening without people's awareness, especially because the MSM is not going to report it.
Nah, King of Swords. This is truth. What you're saying to me when the King of Swords come up, this is a plan. It's really they know what they're doing, and I feel it. It is going to happen like that. And people are going to start talking and going, "Oh my gosh, this just got completely nulled out. Zeroed." And I feel that's the talk is going to be the thing that helps to bring this. People go, "Why? What's going on?" So when people start asking questions, that's when it's safe to bring in the answers.
Yeah.
So that is so, so good to hear.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
that's fantastic. Thank you, Amanda,
Woo-hoo.
for letting us know, because it lets us know that if something's happening, right, with someone that
Yeah,
we know, and it's not just like, you know, pictures of people's bank accounts that we don't even know if they're real.
I know. Exactly. Exactly. So, yeah, that's just amazing. So, oh, this is fantastic. I was just wondering that, Amanda, how much they had owing. It was a decent balance. So, yeah. And if you're paying interest on your credit card balance, it's like it adds up. So that's money for them. So, yeah, exactly. Why would they be like, letting go of real money? But that's a good question from Lady Hawk too, hey?
Yep. Yep. Yeah, so the question is it a new system, or are the banks failing and having to release a percentage of its creditors?
Yeah, Lady Hook. I
Well,
think it's
to
already
me,
gone.
I mean, my opinion is that they were lending you something they didn't have, right?
That's
So
correct.
they're
Yeah,
just printing fake money. It's just paper. So in essence, you're paying back something that wasn't real. And not only that, they're getting your Cestui Que Vie fund and getting money out of that.
yeah.
So they're double dipping, right? In essence, they were already paid by your Cestui Que Vie fund. So
And the thing is, as well, I think part of the Nesara is that, or whatever you want to call it, is that they're not allowed to do that anymore. So maybe that's just been completely taken away from them. So that's an aspect of it.
Yeah.
They can't use our birth certificates to do that anymore.
Yeah.
So this is amazing. Do you want me to check on that to see if what the
Yeah.
cards say? I don't, because I don't know. Look, it could be either way. Oh no, Lady Hawk, transformation. This has been a slow death. Okay, so they've actually they're there. Let's just see what the next card says to give us some clarity on that. But I feel it's because they've gone. Oh my goodness, we've got that beautiful Two of Cups again. So this is telling me there's a whole new relationship. There's a whole new coming together. And this has been a slow death. We know it's been going on for so many years, not just recently. Um, but there is a definite relationship. Yet, so Queen of Swords. Now she's someone that speaks the truth, that says it how it is. She's very direct, very clean cut. So I feel that it's gonna come out that they've actually gone and there's something new that's been worked on. So I'm going to take that as it's actually part of this new aspect of the banks.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
I mean, it could be both because the death is the transformation. So, yeah, they could be bailing stuff to try and help, but it's still going into a new system.
So Trixie's asking the what fund. It's called the Cestui Que Vie fund, and it's a fund that's open in your name when you're born, and you get, I don't know, $1 million a year or some, I don't know, some big number. And we don't know it exists, but they do, and they're able to get the money from our fund that belongs to us. Um, so they get the money from that fund, and you pay them, so they get paid twice for. And this is for mortgages, and I mean, I could go on and on and on with the Cestui Que Vie fund and all this other stuff. But it's they do it to us. Every single loan that's out there, they do it to us. Every single insurance company that you're getting out of, that you're, everybody, all those big companies know to get your fund, to get into your fund.
Exactly. And, with our birth certificate, because we're the straw man, we actually aren't a living entity to them. And that's Admiralty law. That's that law where you're born at sea. You actually aren't live because you're not on the earth, born on the earth. They're so clever with how they set this all up. They've actually been using those funds and us on the stock market. They've been betting against us and doing all sorts of things. It's just fascinating. I've been looking at this stuff for years, and as Elisa says, there is so much there. It started way back, I think, with Pope Gregory, way back in the
Yeah.
16th century. It's crazy how
Yeah.
they've done this.
Yeah.
So
And also Terry has another example of debt forgiveness as well. So
wow. So, Teresa, is that not normal? Like, does normally the equity in a home or the family or something have to pay that? I don't know what the rules are there in the US with that. So, yeah,
yeah,
that's
I don't
really
know.
interesting.
Yeah. So again, I think it's happening behind the scenes, and
Yeah.
we're not gonna, like you say, we're not gonna hear about it until the big stuff happens, right? Um, I do want to find out if I keep hearing that the QFS system is mirroring the fiat system, so that when we switch over to the QFS, there won't be, like, people won't be freaking out that they don't have any money because they'll have the money in the new system. So is it true
Yeah.
that the fiat system is being copied over into the new QFS? So if you had, let's say, $1,000 in the bank, now you're going to have 1,000 QFS money, whatever they're going to call it. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, let's just see if that's what see what the cards say about the mirroring system. Will it actually work like that? Ooh, we've got our Five of Wands, so I don't think it's going to be that simple. This says to me there's going to be a lot of change, a lot of a bit of fighting action wise. So it's like people are going to get a shock. They're going to think it's all gone, is what I'm getting from this. So let's just see if
Yeah, I was thinking like that it would be
yeah,
good to shock them so they
yeah,
react and they see that this was a broken system.
Exactamundo. That's why we've got our Five of Pentacles, because they've felt left out in the cold. They feel like they've been discarded with this change, because this is around money, our reality. It's like they're going to feel the pain. And it's, let's just have a look and see what comes up after this, just to give us a little bit of clarity. Oh, yeah, it's you. Ah, I love it. We've got our Ten of Pentacles. So I feel that it's somehow there's going to be a replacement of
Right.
some of the money, but it's like you have to go through this
Yeah,
first.
they're gonna scare them. Yeah. Yeah.
Scare them, and you know that Ten of Pentacles. But I wouldn't bet on this. Like I would, this might go on for quite a while. Who knows? Unless I just don't know how they're going to do it. But to me, it's showing. Yep, you're going to feel like there's this chaos and this loss and this, but I think it is showing how bad the banking system really is, and how the Fed, everything, it's all privately owned, and it's not your money. And then I think people are going to come into a new awareness and a new value about what money actually is and how we can truly use it. It's an exchange of energy. So this could be the change in people's perspective around it as well, when I see that Ten of Pentacles come up. So
Yeah.
I think, yeah, this is going to definitely do some shifting. And so I'm not going to actually say straight up that that is actually the case, or it's going to show to be the case. It might take, who knows, 6 months, 12 months to show that case. I just don't know. I
Okay.
don't know.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
Ooh.
Dennis was asking if there will be a draft implemented under Biden. I know that they implemented that in Israel.
Yeah, they've had that in Israel forever, though, haven't they? Like, don't you? It was just always, if once you turned 19 or something, you had to do 2 years military service. I
Oh,
thought that was the
I
standard.
I don't know. I not
Yeah,
not here.
and then they call them back in when they in situations like what's going on over there at the moment. That's what my understanding was. Could be wrong, but so Dennis, this is an interesting one, because at the moment, what I feel they're doing is trying to make this government look really bad, so that everyone gets really furious. Like, you're not taking my child.
Yep.
You're not doing this for your stupid WARs. You know, and, so yeah, let's pull some cards on it. I reckon it's a stir. This is an
Yeah.
absolute stir to get people really revved up and starting to realize how crazy. Yes, Queen of Wands. When I get this card after we've been talking about something, that to me says, yes, this is integrity. It won't happen, because people, for a start, will not let this happen. And secondly, it's a smoke and mirrors. The Hanged Man. No, it's completely going to be suspended, stopped. Like, nah, take a breath. It's okay. But it's a really good question, Dennis, because people are obviously asking or seeing it and going, what? Yeah, nah. Secret mission, Four of Swords. No, this is all a brilliant way to poke people awake.
Yeah.
Ask some
Yeah.
questions.
Yeah. It's all
Get
all
cranky.
of it out there is to get people to
Yeah,
wake up. It's
get
really, I mean,
cranky. Yeah.
it's amazing how I don't think they can hide it much longer that Mr. T is the president. I mean,
No, there has to be a collapse though. Well, there has to be something that's quite big first, though. It has to be done on the Biden's watch. Has to.
okay, so let's see if this is gonna. I know the cards don't like to give time frames, but Mr. T definitely put out a huge calm. And it's not even a calm. I mean, it's like he flat out said it. He did. It's not like he was hinting at something, but um, so something is going to happen. I think November 15th. I can't remember his words exactly, but is November the month where this big event is supposed to happen?
Okay, let's just see. Let's see if there will be any sort of big event that is brought to public awareness.
That
And
we are going to see.
yeah, it could, and we don't know, something really like what we might think is really big, because we've been, awake for a little while, could be quite different to people that are have not been so aware of what's going on, you know.
Yeah.
And so, you know, to them, something that we think, oh, is that all? They might go, what? So let's just see. It'll be for the people that are maybe being awakened or awakening. Yeah, so the star cards come up. So I feel this is going to really make people question things and really tap in, because the the star card always tells me that you've achieved something, but you could go either way with something. So I feel this is the big event is going to be, oh my gosh, yes, more for the people that have not been really aware. Got our death
Yeah.
card transition.
So,
So for us, it's been slow, right? This has felt really slow, even though it's been going on behind the scenes for probably 60 years, 70 years, whatever. But it's definitely coming to there's something that's going to happen. Let me just get a clarifying card for that. You're really hot. Come out, talk to me. Yeah, there's going to be some action that's taken that's going to cause some confusion, some fighting, something that's actually real in a way. Yeah,
okay. So
yeah,
then we're saying that what I saw from Trump is definitely going to be something big.
yeah. And it may not, like I said, feel like it's a big thing for us, but it will be a very big thing for people that really haven't seen maybe what's going on behind in the real world, you know. Yeah. So and then we've got a victory card because the Six of Wands came up. So it's going to actually, whatever it is, it's actually going to be really good, and it's going to be doing something that is needed to happen. So
Okay.
yeah, yeah,
Okay. Fantastic.
yeah.
So is there going to be a big false flag event soon? I'm seeing a lot of military planes at all the borders and the past few weeks.
Okay. So Kathleen, wow.
So I think that's what the cards were answering,
Yeah,
right? That was the question if it was a big FF event.
yeah, exactly. So there will be something. That's what
So
the
there
cards
will
are
be,
saying.
so the cards are saying yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
In the
yeah.
month of November.
There will be something, and like
Yep.
I said, yeah, for normal everyday people that are just living their lives and don't see that there's almost like a second reality that's going on. They're the ones that are gonna, I feel, really, really, really feel it. I'm just gonna do a
Okay.
clarifying card as well though for Kristen. Yeah, it's nearly it. Yeah, 10 of Wands, not quite finished, not quite there. Um, Strength. So I feel it's actually going to empower people that have been, watching and saying, "Oh, hang on, this isn't right. There's something going on." I think it's going to actually empower people. Yeah, the seeds have been planted for a long time. The Seven of Pentacles always tells me that they've been watching it, nurturing it, seeing, what's going on. So, ooh, 10 of Cups. So this is an emotional fulfillment. This is something comes together. So there is going to be something that happens that brings about. Some people say that the 10 of Cups can be a little bit of like a illusion, but I don't feel that this is. I feel this is actually going to give us some. Oh yes, this is really great. This is fantastic. We can help people now. We can do things. So yeah, there is going to be something that goes on that makes us feel emotionally better.
Yay.
I know.
Wonderful.
So
That's
I mean,
wonderful.
in each and every one of our minds, we were probably going, "Oh, it'll probably be this, or it'll be this, or it'll be this," and I think we might all get a surprise as to what it actually is. But hey, it's
Yeah.
all good.
At this point, I don't care.
No.
Literally, I don't care. I just need it to be done. Just
Yes.
let's just do it. Get it over with.
Let's just ride this big horse on out of here.
Ah. All right. Maple Tree wants to know if there will be a female president in the near future.
What are we talking about with near future? I sort of 2 years, 5 years, 10 years.
Yeah,
So
5 years.
something 5 years. Okay, we'll go 5 years. Will there be? Ah, okay. I'm actually getting a channeled message. It's like they won't be called president anymore. It won't be. It won't be under that same guise of how we've been up to now. So it's going to be it's going to be a whole different energy and feel and setup. Maple Tree is what I'm getting. So let's just check to see if there'll be a female person that's considered maybe a leader or an orchestrator or whatever. Yeah, because I'm just feeling that that's going to really change.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the whole system's coming down. We've got. It's funny because I was really getting that like knowing coming through, and then we got that card. So maple tree, that's got to go down first before anything happens. Oh my gosh, the magicians come up because it's all been an illusion. That is just brilliant. This is telling us, yeah, it's all coming down maple tree. So it'll be called something else. It'll be known as something else. It'll have the energy and the philosophy and the structure of something else than what it has been, which is that. So I think, yeah, don't worry about it. We've got our 9 of swords. This always says you don't have to have anxiety or worry.
Yeah.
It's going to be different, and it's almost like female, male. It's not going to matter because the whole divine aspect behind it is going to be so different. That's I'm just really getting that really strongly. The three of Pentacles tells me there's going to be whole different contracts, like constitutional contracts. Everything that comes through will be so different. So yeah. So I'm not even going to answer that in a way, if that makes sense, because it's so much bigger. But
Yeah.
so it won't matter, female, male. It won't matter. It'll be the integrity of the person.
Right.
It'll be, yeah. So a
Yeah.
great question to bring that through. Thank you.
Yeah.
Really good question,
Yeah.
Maple Tree.
Yeah, and Barbara was. That's a great question because that's what I feel. I feel there would be like more of a council.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, Barbara.
that's what
Yeah,
I feel as well.
I agree. And we have. I don't know if you call them that. We have local councils here that look after a certain area. So corrupt, it's just beyond comprehension how they work. So I think locally as well that will change. Yep, we've just got our lovers card. So locally things will change, and it will have to. I feel it's going to come back into community. It's going to come back into us knowing what's needed and working in a much more with much more integrity. I guess it's like it's just been it's corrupt all the way down to that level from
Yeah,
the
it
top.
is. It is.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So yeah,
Absolutely.
you know.
Um,
Yeah, but
okay.
I think so too. I don't think it'll be how it's structured. Completely different. I'll be
Okay.
surprised if anyone survives the truth and the outage. I'll be surprised if anyone survives in any position.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They all need to go.
they've got to go.
They've got to
And
go.
unless they've deliberately been working with behind the scenes with the new project,
Yeah.
it's like the judges and all of the all those people as well. They're going to have to learn a whole new way of being because it's been so corrupt. It's all been on this admiralty law. It's all been done. We're the straw man. We're not real living entities, so we have no rights. So
Yeah.
all of that's going to change.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, so the next question I saw a video on the on how Alzheimer's was created by the pharmaceutical companies because it said it was doctor created, but really the doctor didn't create the medicine, but it is the doctor that's prescribing the medicine to lower cholesterol. And I don't know if people know this, but cholesterol is needed for your brain to function. It is the oil that gets your brain to really work right. And so they've been telling us all along, oh no, you got to have low cholesterol. And that was something that was put into the books, of course, by the Rockefellers who took over the medical system. And so now these medicines to lower cholesterol, they're saying are causing Alzheimer's. And all along, I thought Alzheimer's was being caused by aluminum in toothpaste and the deodorant and on the cooking pots that we use. So the question is, so is Alzheimer's being caused solely by these drugs that are lowering the cholesterol in people?
Okay. Um, I think there's always other aspects to it as well. Shall we say, has it been increased exponentially because of them rather than solely caused by them?
Yes.
I think that's probably a more, that way then we can get a more general answer. So with that, oh, you want to come out? Oh, yeah, baby. Got a Hierophant card. This is definitely someone in a position of authority that has power over people. I've never seen this. When we're asking questions like this, I always see this as a card that is not wanting to be helpful, but they want control. So that's my first yes. Oh, this one's so hot. Okay, you can come talk to us. Yeah, so the Fool cards come up. Now, this is a new way of doing something. So what I remember, because I was actually remembering when um, um, a friend's mum had got been told years ago, I'm talking like 35 years ago, that she had high cholesterol. Now, in those days, they didn't separate whether it was the good fats or the bad fats. So it was told to go, used to love eating avocado, ate, all of that stuff, really quite healthy actually. And so I had to go off avocado. This is what they used to say: you go off all the fatty foods, you take anything to get rid of the cholesterol from your body. Because they didn't bring out the lipids, I don't think, until way after this. But already that story was being implemented. So that was a new thing that was being implemented, so people would believe that what was coming. So I'm just going to pull another one now. So because that particular person ended up with Alzheimer's. Yeah. So the Five of Swords. So they've definitely created this questioning, this change, how are people thinking about things. And it started a very long time ago. And that one wants to come out. Yeah. But it's nearly finished. I think these things are going to get thrown out the window because the Ten of Wands has come up. To me, that's like, this is almost finished. People are going to find out the truth. The other thing that was happening, because I used to work obviously in the pharmaceutical industry, so I knew liver, fatty liver. People were having so many problems with their liver because of these drugs and what they did. And that's how it was actually metabolized through the body. It was a huge issue. And you're absolutely right. The brain needs essential fats, and what the companies did, what the companies that owned these drugs did, is they lobbied to actually have our cholesterol levels lowered. So before, if you had a cholesterol level of around 6 or 7 or something, that was fine. They got it lowered down to like 4.5 or something ridiculous. So people then go, okay, yes, I'll take that. I better do something about it. So this is how they work. They're so clever. So but the truth's going to come out with those cards. So yes, they're definitely having a significant impact.
Yeah. So can we ask if there's really such a thing as bad cholesterol and good cholesterol? Because I have a feeling that's made up too.
LDLs and HDLs, they're called.
Yep.
So yeah, okay, let's have a look and see. And I agree. Do you know, I refuse to get blood tests. Sorry, that's just me. This is me personally. I will not go and get myself put into a box. I'll listen to my body. I'll do what my body's telling me. If I need to eat something different, drink
Yep.
more water, whatever. I've seen so many people go to pieces after having a test result, and then the reality is it's actually not. If I got told go and get this tested, I would. I'm not getting that. And so I'm not, but everyone has to do exactly what's right for them. So
Yeah.
let's just have a look and see if there's even a few furphies, a few little mistruths around that. Oh, yeah. So what it's done is it's made people feel safe and happy because, they're looking after us. Wow, this is awesome. But this has been going on, like I said, for a very long time, because that our 10 of Cups is then followed by our 7 of Pentacles. They've been planting this. So people feel safe when they go, okay, yeah, I'll get my cholesterol down or whatever. There's a lot of secrets still around all of this, guys. I feel a lot of it's going to come out. I mean, you look back to things like in Australia. I remember I started nursing, and that's just when they were using asbestos. What a great material, it's fire retardant. It does this, it does that. And we had asbestos mines in Western Australia. We were getting all the women that would wash the husband's clothes from the mines coming in with mesothelioma, which is in the very tiny, small lining of the lung, cancer. And there's no cure for it. It was from asbestos, and they knew it, and they knew it, and they kept it going for years. That all of that stuff will come out. it may take time because people can only process a certain amount. I mean, I've been looking at this stuff for 35 years. I mean, it's like, yeah. So even working in the industry, I could see what was going on. So it's going to take people time. It's going to be a shock for their system anyway.
So do you think, since the question had to do with good cholesterol and bad cholesterol,
Yeah.
do you think the answer is that that's not really real?
No, I actually, no, I don't think it is real. Um, I think each individual is different also in how they process and how their body processes it. But yeah, I don't feel it's real. I think it was
Okay.
just such a great, again, that Seven of Pentacles, they planted these seeds years before they brought out the drugs. Yeah. And then when they brought them out, they went, oh, this is such a great way to really quickly bring down your cholesterol, blah, blah, blah. And that's the Eight of Wands. I mean, why didn't they look at natural things if people were, overweight, or they had, fatty, if they did have, like, narrowed arteries, veins, whatever, why
Yeah.
didn't they do things more naturally?
Yeah.
No money in that.
Well, this is reminding me too of the fact you said the asbestos, but they were trying to get us to get away from lead paint. And the guy from Cultivate Elevate was saying that lead paint actually was stopping the EMF from coming into the homes. So he was saying that lead paint was actually good for us because it was blocking the like
Frequencies.
the EMFs and whatever else. So I'm wondering if that's even correct, because we were always like, lead paint, oh my god, they found lead paint, oh my god, you got to remove it. So
Well,
is it true that
do you know when that came through, where people started taking lead paint off the walls? I thought it was a long, 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 long time ago.
yeah, I don't know, maybe it was because they knew that the towers were coming, and that the Wi-Fi, they needed for the Wi-Fi to get through to their homes.
Interesting, isn't it?
So
Wow.
is lead paint bad for you?
Okay, okay, we'll ask it that way. Yeah, I'll do another shuffle because let's turn that around. Okay, let's do another shuffle. Is lead paint, having it on our walls in our home, is it toxic for humans? Okay, that one wants to come out. Okay. Yeah, look, and I mean, it's so interesting, isn't it, now to sort of, is everything we've told, has it been a lie? But I remember, I remember when they stopped the lead petrol. Like we used to have, because I'm, my 50s, we had lead petrol, and I remember when I got a analysis done before I did a heavy metal detox, I had very high lead levels, and that apparently, yeah, was something that was from like lead petrol back in the days. So it's wow, okay. Wow. Okay. So we've got an Eight of Swords straight up. So this tells me that um, we have been lied to about something. We have been held in a cage around something. Um, and then the King of Swords. So he's someone that speaks truth, that, does have a story. I mean, and I would have thought the answer would have been, well, no, lead paint can actually cause damage to us if we're breathing it in. We can get sick from it if it's, whatever. So, and then the Empress, which is someone that creates something. So look, from this, it's sounding a little bit like there was an agenda around around the lead paint. I still don't feel, just the way I am, I don't think I'd want lead paint where I in my home, just because I guess maybe I'm indoctrinated
Yes.
because
Yeah.
of that toxic, the lead toxins in our body. So yeah, so let's have a look and see. Interesting. We've got our Four of Wands, and so this is a safe place. This is a safe house. So I'm going to be intrigued because the cards are telling me that it actually isn't as bad as what they were saying it could be. But I'm going to wait on that one personally. But isn't that funny? It's like,
Well,
well,
they don't sell it with lead, so you're not gonna
I
find it
know.
anyway, but,
No, but even
so
once the truth comes out about things, once there's actually, stuff revealed or whatever.
so then is it true that lead paint can block EMF?
Okay, let's just check that one.
Oh yeah, Trixie, I remember gas pumps saying leaded and unleaded, now that you say that.
Yeah, yes. I remember because the cars had to convert over slowly. So your older cars couldn't have it. Wheel of Fortune. So this means that something's changing, something's going to change, and we've got the magician, a lot of smoke and mirrors. I think we're going to be absolutely blown away with the stuff that we find out about. So, I mean, I'm still not quite ready to be completely unindoctrinated right yet. Not
I
just
can
yet.
tell you're
Not
like
just yet.
fighting it. You're
But
fighting
I,
it.
this is what the cards are that have come up. So I'm have to go with it. So yeah, Page of Swords, we've definitely had some lies told to us. Not everything's been truth. Sometimes it's been little, sometimes it's been for a different reason. So yeah. But this is what I mean. We've been lied to all our lives. And sometimes the brain just needs to go, the computer says no until it's ready to go flick. So yeah. So anyway, yeah. Very funny.
So
But
then it's from the cards. It's saying that lead paint can block EMF.
yeah, yeah, it can do. So yeah, isn't that interesting?
Wow.
So
Yep.
interesting. Wowza. But hey, yeah, the thought clickens.
Right.
Yeah, it just like whatever. The poor brain just going, huh?
And that's not easy to do with you, Maree. Let me tell
I
you.
know, I know. It's going, really? Okay, all right. So, yeah. How, oh my God.
Yep.
So I know, and I don't know. I reckon, yeah, I reckon we'll definitely get some information on all of this.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Um,
So
what was the other question I wanted to ask you? Um, oh yeah, so Kathy brought up the idea of the copper pipes and how they were saying how copper pipes were bad for you, and we put PVC in, and I could swear we did a show where we asked that question.
yeah, it was so long ago though. I think because copper was getting too expensive, I think was actually what the real reason was for it. But
Oh,
PVC, but how safe is PVC? It's a plastic.
oh, I thought they were saying that they were getting toxic, like a
Copper
metal.
levels.
Yeah, the metal levels.
Yeah, again, who knows? So
Yeah,
the Ten of Wands, I always thought it was money because copper is quite expensive to actually be doing plumbing with. And I mean, PVC is plastic, like microscopic plastic is not good for us either. So how can it
yeah,
say going from one to another? Yeah,
yeah,
exactly, Ace of Pentacles. So there's still more. I think just about everything we look at, it's going to be really interesting to see actually the truth of what comes out about it. Two of Wands. So this is just saying to us, there will be balance. We will be able to find a balance that we're looking for within this world. But right at this moment, we're just in this huge playground of what if? What if that wasn't true? And what if that was true? That's what we're sitting in. It's a playground. And I guess that's how I don't get upset. I just look at it like that. It's like, wow, okay. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. So
yeah,
yeah, I don't know. I think yeah, the copper pipes maybe is also another aspect,
yeah,
but definitely the pricing and well, hey, PVC is going to be really good for your body as well, isn't it?
yeah, big time.
No,
Yeah. Well,
yeah,
that's it for today. It went by so quickly. I can't believe it.
Oh,
Really fun episode
yeah.
today. And just exciting to see that things are finally happening. We're going to see something happen in November. And of course, if the timeline stays, which it's going to, I'm saying the timelines are going to stay and we are going to see something
Yeah,
because we're all ready to go. And we love you guys. And don't forget, our next show is next Monday. Not we don't have shows on Thursday anymore.
no, that's
So
right.
don't forget Marie's show for the dreams on Sunday at
It's
7
at
p.m.
6
Eastern.
now. It's actually 6 p.m. now because of the time shift, and I
Oh,
asked
okay.
people there if that was gonna be a problem for them, and I think it actually works a little bit better for people, so we're gonna be
Oh,
starting
okay.
at 6. So,
6 p.m. Okay,
yeah,
6 p.m.
6 p.m.
Eastern on Sundays.
Yeah,
So thank you, everybody. Thank you, Jazzy
yeah, thanks
and
so much.
Marie.
Yeah, thanks everyone. Have a beautiful, week.
Bye bye.